Hey guys, today I'm going to show you one of my conditioning squat workouts, and I'll cover an important topic that is often misunderstood. So here you're just seeing my dynamic warm-up I do. Whenever you're squatting, no matter what weight you plan on hitting, it's always important to have a proper warm-up plan. I like to do leg kicks, arm circles, some hip work, and some body weight squats bouncing off the bottom, just getting the stretch reflex warmed up before I actually put a bar on my back. For this workout, the goal was to do 3 or 4 sets of 10 at 315, but as you see, I only got 3 sets and was completely exhausted at that point, so I decided to just finish with some pause squats and then do some biking as well. So the topic that is often misunderstood is that low reps will get you strong and high reps will not get you strong. This is just straight up not true. The reason why we get this mixed up is because of the differences between bodybuilding and powerlifting. Bodybuilders do tons of high rep work in order to build and sculpt their muscles. Because of this, we assume that they're not as strong as powerlifters because of the high rep training that they do, and that they would need to incorporate low rep work if they did want to get stronger. This is the misconception. You can actually find lots of little people outlifting a lot of big people, and it's not because of the rep ranges that they're doing. It's the actual movements themselves that they're doing. A bodybuilder will not be as strong as a powerlifter, not because of their rep ranges, but because of their individual exercise choices. A powerlifter will focus their mentality and efforts towards squats, deadlifts, and bench press, and will have compound movements in basically every workout. A bodybuilder will not focus on these strength movements because of their goals, and this is the reason why they're not as strong as powerlifters. It's not because of their rep ranges, but it's because of their exercise choices, and their focus is to get bigger and not necessarily stronger. If a bodybuilder were to do 3 sets of 3 on, let's say, shrugs or bicep curls, their biceps and traps will actually get bigger and stronger doing 3 sets of 8 rather than just 3 sets of 3, and you could argue even 3 sets of 3 on those particular movements could be pretty much useless. So it's important to realize that if you're doing strength movements, you will get stronger no matter what your rep range. If you keep doing heavy triples every week, eventually you're going to move backwards and stop getting stronger. Doing what they call strength rep ranges all the time, like doing singles, doubles, and triples, especially at low volume and high intensity, this will hardly get you stronger, but you're more testing your strength rather than actually developing it. Higher volume and higher reps is what's going to get you stronger as long as you're doing the compound lifts. It's important to mix up your volume and rep ranges to avoid any plateaus. I like to do 1 week of light conditioning, so like this workout, doing sets of 10, sets of 9, something like that. And then a week of like power mixed with conditioning, so I'll do maybe like 5 sets of 7, just keep the rep range between 6 and 8, with the volume pretty high, so like, yeah, again, 5 sets of 7. Then either go back to conditioning for the next week, or do like a power week where I'm doing like 8 sets of 3 or 10 sets of 3, something like that. So I always just mix it up. One other important point I want to make is training with a belt and the CNS involvement in regards to training with high versus low reps. Training with a belt, especially during off-season work, should be avoided as much as possible. You want to build as much raw strength as possible before adding any extra assistance. Take a look at baseball players, for instance. They'll swing a heavy bat a few times before actually picking up the normal bat, and it'll feel that much lighter. Same thing for all you jolly jumpers out there. If you like jumping on a trampoline, jump on it for a while and then get off of the trampoline and try jumping, and you know exactly how that feels. It feels like you can't even jump a foot off the floor. Using a belt all the time is like jumping with a trampoline or swinging the light bat all the time. In order to make the weights feel lighter, we need to take off the belt, do the training, build the strength, and then throw it on when it counts, and those heavy weights will feel that much lighter. Now, your central nervous system involvement is another point I want to make. Doing low rep work all the time is so mentally taxing and so hard on your CNS that you'll just burn out your adrenal glands over time. It's crucial to take time away from that type of training here and there, because you're constantly pounding your CNS, especially if you rely on pre-workouts and caffeine or other stimulants to do so. You need to condition and actually work out your muscles too, mixed in with the heavy lifting, so not just one or the other. Alright, so you'll see that I finished with some pause squats and also some biking, so enjoy the rest of the video. Woo! You're a star, buddy. You're a star. Good job. Good job.